Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Natalie and today I'm so excited because we're doing a video that I saw Sarah do recently, and right when I watched that video I knew I wanted to do it because I live my entire life on Pinterest. Like, I'm not kidding, I go on Pinterest every single day of my life. I pin so many things, but Pinterest is a huge part of my life. I love going on Pinterest to look at inspiration. All the beautiful pictures are on Pinterest in one app. It's definitely one of my favorite apps for years and years. So when I saw Sarah do a video where Pinterest picked the books she read for a week, I knew I wanted to do it. So all the credit goes to her for this video idea. But basically what we're gonna do is go onto my Pinterest. How she did it was she just scrolled until she found a book that she hasn't read yet, and that would be the first book that she would read for the week. It had to be like solely single book, and I think that's what I'm gonna do too. I honestly pin a lot of book things on Pinterest, so I don't think it's gonna be a struggle for me to find book pins on there, but we will see how it works out. I'm going to open Pinterest and you guys can kind of see what my Pinterest looks like, and we're gonna try to come across a book that I haven't read yet, and then that'll be the first one we start off with this week. I'm so excited, so let's just jump onto Pinterest real quick. Okay, we're going into Pinterest. This is what my Pinterest looks like when you first open it. So I honestly pin like a lot of clothing, nails, rings for the future and stuff like that, but this is what it looks like. Obviously we get a lot of ads on Pinterest now, which is not my favorite thing. There's the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, but I'm not gonna choose that just because it's not a single book. Lots of nails. I've been getting back into nails recently, guys, so that's why there's a lot of nails on here. Maybe this is gonna be harder than I suspected it would be. Jellycats, we love Jellycats. The Addicted series is right there, but again, it's a stack of books. This might be hard. We're seeing a lot of books, but it's gonna be hard to find a single book, I feel. A lot of Emily Henry books. Okay, this is a lot harder than it looks. I like these nails though, so we're gonna take a second to pin them. Abby Jimenez books, I've read all three of those ones. I might have to do a stack here soon because I am not seeing like singular books by themselves. Lots of stacks, guys. Lots of stacks. This is actually hard. Here's a single book, I think. No, it's more like a magazine, I think. Okay, I'm gonna refresh because I feel like I've been scrolling for a long time. I honestly thought this was gonna be way easier for me. Ooh, okay. Here's our first one, guys. Here's our first one. So I will say this one does have two Jessa Hastings books in it from the Magnolia Park series, but there's only one physical book and it's Daisy Haites, and I happen to have not read Daisy Haites yet. I've only read Magnolia Parks, so I feel like this is the one we're gonna start with. We have our winner for the week, so I think the first book I'm gonna read for Pinterest Chooses My Reads for a week is Daisy Haites. Okay guys, really quickly, I wanted to talk to you guys about today's sponsor. I wanted to thank Pair Eyewear for sponsoring this video. If you guys don't know about Pair Eyewear, they're redefining eyewear by offering top quality, customizable prescription or blue light glasses to fit any style. I've been wearing mine for months and months now, and I'm absolutely obsessed with them. I am a prescription girly. I have terrible eyesight, so I was able to go on Pair and get prescription glasses that fit my style. The best part about Pair Eyewear, if you guys have never seen this, it's so cool, but basically they have top lenses that just snap on. They're magnetic, so you can always change them out depending on your mood or your style of that day, so it can match your outfit or how you're feeling, which is so cool. I love these tortoise ones. These are the ones I wear mostly daily because they go with everything. I also have this pink pair, which is really cute with this sweatshirt because it matches the pink. It's so much fun to switch them out, but I also have this red pair because red is so big this summer, and I have this burgundy pair, which again, very similar to the red, but a little bit darker, and I really like this pair. And then last but not least, I have these Charlie Brown pairs. They always do collaborations with really cool brands. They're always coming out with new top frames, so you can switch them out for whatever you're feeling. But I'm wearing the Larkin style. You're able to try them on virtually so you can see which pair best fits your face. Their website is super easy to navigate. You can choose from eyeglasses or sunglasses. I'm gonna go with eyeglasses because that's what I need. And you can scroll through and again, virtually try on any pair that you want. There's so many different frames to fit anyone. you can definitely find anything for your face on this website, which I love so much. But again, I have the Larkin pair and you can choose your base frame color. I ended up going with just a clear so I can just put on any frame that I want, but there's so many cute ones like pink, brown, blue, anything that fits your style. And then you'll go to select your lenses. Again, if you need prescription, that is always available. And then there's also non-prescription glasses, but if you want to add blue light, you can totally do that too. And then you go into choose your top frames, which is the most fun part. There's so many options. As you can see here, there's 474 options right now, and they're always adding new ones, but there's so many different ones to fit any time of the year, any style you have. There's also sunglass ones, which I actually have a few of, and so that's perfect for the summertime. But there's so many cute options. You can literally go crazy on this part and just select anything you want. These nautical ones are adorable. And then you'll just add your top frames to your cart and you can go ahead and check out from there. But again, I've been wearing these for months and months now, and I'm so obsessed with them. I just love switching out the frames for what I'm wearing and how I'm feeling that day. And they're actually just the best glasses I have ever owned. So if you guys are interested in checking out Pair Eyewear, you can click the link in my description box to get 15% off with my code NatalieLawyer15, and you guys can get yourself a pair of Pair Eyewear glasses. Thank you again to Pair Eyewear for sponsoring this video. I love you guys so much, and let's get into the reading vlog. We had a little mishap yesterday while I was filming that intro. I accidentally picked the wrong book in the Magnolia Park series. I actually picked, I think, like the 4th book. I'm not even sure which book I accidentally grabbed and started, but I ended up starting the wrong book. So last night I figured it out when I went to read it on my Kindle and downloaded it on there. I realized I had picked the wrong book. So I officially started the right book. So technically we kind of had a little mishap off of Pinterest. I got confused because the covers are different. Like they had the old covers and the new covers, and I just got confused about it. I don't really know why, but I ended up actually starting Daisy Haites last night, the 2nd one, not the 4th one or whatever one I accidentally picked. So that's the one we're reading. I'm sorry about the little mishap that we had there, but I still wanted to read this series. I'm only like 5 or 6 chapters in right now, but I'm enjoying it so far, and I just want to like really sit down and hammer out a bunch of pages just to get more into the story. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Let's go read, and we'll get more into the actual book that we're supposed to be reading. I look a little crazy right now. I'm about to go outside and tan because the UV's at an 8 right now, but I finished Daisy Haites, which I will talk about in a little bit, but I want to go outside right now. So I want to pick our next read from Pinterest. So we're gonna go on Pinterest right now and try to find a book that I can take outside because I really want to go read outside right now. So let's see if we can find something for our next read. I made this necklace yesterday. I went to like different TJ Maxx's and found jewelry pieces that I liked certain charms off of, but didn't like them all together. I put on this necklace and I love the way it turned out, but it took me a long time to be honest. I can't tell what that book is either. We have a lot of like multiples of books in stacks. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is actually literally could not be more perfect. So here is a funny story. I just found it as a solo book. I have yet to read it, and it's actually on my TBR. So this is actually could not be more perfect. I feel like it's a good time to start this in the summer. So I'm gonna start Funny Story, which I'm very excited about. Again, you guys know I'm not like the biggest Emily Henry fan, but I do like her stories and I want to give Funny Story a chance, of course, because it's her newest release. So we're gonna pick up Funny Story, go outside, tan, and start reading it, and then I'll let you guys know my thoughts once I get into it. Let's go outside and get some sun. I wanted to update you on my thoughts of Daisy Haites because I have finished this and I just haven't talked to you guys about it, so I wanted to sit down and chat. I don't know. Guys, I don't think Magnolia Parks is for me necessarily. I was hoping I would like this book better than the first book, and I'm pretty sure I rated the first book a 4, so like I did enjoy it. I didn't like get the full on hype of what everyone else felt towards it, and that's totally okay. Obviously we all have our different tastes and that's what makes reading fun, but I honestly liked this one less than the first one. I just don't know if like this series is for me. I do have the rest of the books, so I do want to finish the series eventually, but I feel like it's gonna be kind of hard to move on. I think this series is just so toxic. I know that it's like that's kind of the point, and it's kind of revolved around the toxicity of all the characters and like how they switch up so fast, but I just don't know if that's for me. I love the Addicted series and it kind of gives similar vibes in like the toxicity of it, but I honestly feel like this one's on like a whole nother level. I just don't know if it's for me, and that's totally fine. This one focuses on Daisy and Christian mostly. Julian's in it a lot too, but Daisy and Christian are like the love interests together in it, the main focus, and I actually really like Daisy. I honestly think I like her better than Magnolia. I don't really know the whole universe. I don't know if that's like a hot take right now, but I really enjoyed Daisy's character, so it was like nothing against her. I also did like Christian, even though he switches up a lot, so does she, so like it was what it is, but I just don't know if like I loved them together. I just don't know. Like I don't know if that's a hot take. I'm not sure if I read further into the series if I'll have different insight on it, but I just don't know if they're like my favorite couple, so maybe that was the problem. I think I would give this book a 3. It wasn't awful. I got through it pretty easily and I didn't have to like force myself to read it or anything, but it just wasn't jumping out at me, and I honestly like the first one better. If you guys are like Magnolia Parks fans and have read the series, let me know what your favorite book is of the series, and if that's like a hot take, if people like this book more than the first one, because I honestly liked the first one better. That's where I'm at with this book. Yesterday I ended up going on Pinterest for my second book and I got Funny Story, which I'm super excited about. I've been wanting to read Funny Story. I've barely gotten into it, so I can't really tell you guys much about it yet, but once I do, I'll tell you more about it. I'm very excited that that's my second read, so we're going to jump into Funny Story today, see if we can get some pages under our belt, and I feel like it's a good summer read, so I'm excited that that's our second book we're jumping into. Wanted to update you guys on Daisy Haites, and let's go jump into Funny Story. Sorry I haven't been updating you a ton throughout reading. I just have a lot going on during the week, so it's hard to, but I have finished Funny Story. I loved this book. I'm very pleasantly surprised because, as you guys know, I'm not like the biggest Emily Henry stan. I have like had a lot of ups and downs with her books and just not really relating to them or the characters, but this one I enjoyed a lot and I'm very happy about it because I was just getting scared there that I just wasn't an Emily Henry girl, but actually the past 2 books that I've read by her I have really enjoyed. I think they're my favorites. So obviously the last one I read by her was Happy Place, and I gave that one a 4-star. Funny Story, I just loved it through and through. I loved Daphne and Miles together. I thought they were such a cute couple. I definitely loved the plot of this one. I think that's what kind of held me on to the storyline. Basically, Daphne is engaged to this guy. Peter has his childhood best friend named Petra, and they grew up together. They've been best friends ever since they were young. Peter always tells Daphne that there's nothing going on between them. They're just friends. That's it. That's where it ends. But once Daphne and Peter are engaged, Peter has his bachelor party. Daphne obviously stays back because it's for the boys, you know, but Petra comes on the bachelor party and they basically decide they're in love, kind of run off together, and that leaves Daphne hanging. And Petra actually has an ex named Miles. She obviously moves out of their apartment together and Daphne has nowhere to go. So Daphne moves in with Miles and they don't really talk at first, just do their own thing, don't really acknowledge each other, don't really see each other. And then obviously that kind of starts to change, but I just loved the storyline of this. It really like kept me going throughout it because I really wanted to know how everything ended up. So surprised by this. I'm very, very happy that I picked it up because I've been wanting to for a while. I think I'd give it like a 4.25. Like I really, really enjoyed this book and I'm so happy about it. So I'm glad I got to read this, but we have finished our second book. I'm going to grab my phone so we can scroll Pinterest and find our third book that we're gonna read. I'm so excited. I've loved doing this video. It's so much fun. Funny Story was I loved it so much. You guys should definitely read it if you haven't. Let's move on to book number 3. We have Daisy Haites and Funny Story under our belt for this video. So now we're gonna scroll Pinterest and try to find our 3rd book. This is like my favorite part. I love doing this, but let's open up Pinterest here. So again, we're trying to find a single book. What is happening? Oh, okay, weird. Okay, we have Funny Story and Just for the Summer, which I've read both of those. I think that's just, yeah, that's like a self-help book. There's a stack of books. Oh my god, that ratatouille cake is so cute. Look at that. Oh, woo! Okay, I'm excited. I just came across a single book and it's Cleopatra and Frankenstein, which I actually have sitting on my TBR cart right now. So this is so perfect. But there you have it. We have the single book, a little coffee there and some flowers. Very cute picture. This is the single book that popped up. So I'm gonna grab Cleopatra and Frankenstein and we're gonna get started on our 3rd book of the Pinterest challenge. So I'm very excited. I literally just set these shelves up yesterday and I haven't really styled it yet. I just kind of put random things on it for now. But I happened to put Cleopatra and Frankenstein right here because it's such a cute cover and that's the book that we got. So I'm so excited. This is so perfect. But how cute are these shelves? Jensen actually found them at Home Goods. Whenever she finds something that she thinks I would like for my book room, she'll just send it to me and ask if I want it. So she ended up buying these for me and they're so cute. We hung them up yesterday and I think it looks really cute above the book cart and I can put just like pretty books up there, decorations, all that. So I think it's so cute. Little boba's sitting up here and then my picture that I always have next to my window. I thought that was a good little spot for it. We have Cleopatra and Frankenstein right here and I've been excited to read it. So let's get started. Hi, Bubby. Hi besties, I want to quickly finish off this video and wrap up my thoughts on Cleopatra and Frankenstein. I finished this yesterday, I'm pretty sure, and I'm not gonna lie, I read it pretty quickly, but I had to kind of push myself is what I'm trying to say to finish it. I honestly just didn't really vibe with this book. I didn't really love the characters. There was a ton of point of views, which kind of added to the story, but overall I feel like it didn't do much for the story. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this. Like I've heard people that are obsessed with it. It's like one of their favorite books. And then I've also heard people that are kind of in the same boat as me that just don't really like it at all. So I feel like that's the side I'm on. I hate to say it. It's just obviously a very different kind of writing that I'm used to as well. So that was kind of hard for me. I'm glad I tried it because it's obviously good to like push yourself and read different kinds of writing. But overall, I didn't love it. I think I would give this book like a 2.75. I think that's where I'm gonna put it. I'm so sorry if you love this book and that broke your heart, but that's just where I'm at with this. Overall, Pinterest did a pretty good job choosing my reads. I read some books that I wanted to read, liked some of them, didn't like some of them, but Funny Story was definitely the top one of the week for me. I loved that book so much. I 100% recommend it if you haven't read it yet. But this was such a fun video and I'm so glad I did it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Love to do this again, but thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much and I'll see you guys in my next video.